Okay.
Sorry, I just got distracted looking into your eyes.
Stop! Halt! Who fucking goes there? Okay, on 3. 1, 2.
Peanut butter on fire like the Hunger Games. Too hot to handle. Okay.
You are pissing me the fuck off. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, you. Are you a lady boy? Oh, bitch. Girl, I said, are you a... Are you a... Oh, us too.
Hi, Cuomo losers.
Hey, Zohran winners!
I'm Adrian.
I'm Shiloh.
And welcome to
The Ladyboy Radio Hour. We fucking did it, you guys.
This is
It took a lot of hard work.
This is a very, very special edition of the podcast this
Why
week.
is it special?
Because of two things. One, this is the first episode that we're recording since Zohran won the primary.
Let's go. Let's
immediately on the
fucking go.
first night, we have not even seen the rest of the ranked voting, but it was like, wow. We'll talk about it. But then the other thing is that in real time for us right now, at time of recording, we are at the beginning of our Pride weekend.
Yeah.
This will probably come out probably next Friday and not Wednesday, because it will be momentous Pride weekend for us for sure. So this is our post-Pride, post-win.
If you get this
check-in.
out on time, we've failed as gay people in New York City.
It's probably not going to happen. So this will be on Friday. Y'all can understand. It's okay.
Like, it's fine.
But
Chew.
But yeah, so this is our check-in. Let's talk about Zohran.
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
So we were, of course, instrumental to the win. All our hard work and advertising.
There was a very clear shift the second that our endorsement went public.
Right. Absolutely.
So, as evidenced by the almost 20 likes on the TikTok video,
I was
with
about
the
to
highlights.
say.
The 2.5 minute long TikTok with the highlights from the 6.5 minute long video.
Right. And for those of you watching this in a TikTok clip, go ahead and be like number 32. Go ahead and just... Dude, TikTok has been not good for me this week, but I am trying to make my music my job. So literally like every 2 hours, an alarm on my phone goes off and I post one of my drafts.
Just saying.
Like, not as a flex. It's literally, I'm trying to make it my
No,
job.
I just love like the way that you were like, and I post one of my drafts.
I do. I post one of my fucking drafts. And the way I did that about the election. Oh. Yeah, like the absence of a noise. I said, oh. Yeah.
No, but like,
Did you see the comment section on that TikTok? It was really vile.
yes. Okay. We'll talk about it.
You guys, these men saw
comments
the
are so
word
crazy.
election next to a fatty and like lost their minds. God. It was really crazy. I mean, I laugh now, but it was like
No,
really
it was like
wild
so
at first.
wild. But yeah, guys, we did it.
We did it.
You know, we were talking about it like the days leading up to it, especially after we voted, because then it was like really like, you know,
It
it's
felt
like
so real.
But when you do like the early voting and you're like, okay, but can you tell me what happened?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like most people like still have not voted.
Right.
But so we were just like, okay, like it's really looking like the polls are showing some promising like results, like this might be good, and then like seeing how the Democrats like fucking started pouring millions of dollars into Cuomo and running like racist ads, and the banners on the planes that were flying over New York City with like reject Mamdani, like it was so
They're so
fucking
desperate for us to
crazy.
believe that he is like a
And
monster,
then, like,
a villain,
the
a
Zionists,
socialist,
like, crash outs,
communist.
like it's so
Yeah.
crazy. And then it's just like, I like something that I hate has become so common now is that we like trivialize like and like weaponize like fears about like safety. Like it's so fucked up that there is this like narrative being pushed that like Zohran is like somehow going to make the city unsafe for Jewish people. And in the things that he is like literally like he has laid out exactly what his stance is, which is I don't support the genocide, but I support every New Yorker being safe. So even though a lot of these New Yorkers might not like agree with me about this foreign affairs thing that has nothing to do with my actual job, I will keep all those people safe. So it is so insane to me, especially when his like essentially like running mate, like Brad,
love you, Brad.
Didn't was a voice for like
rank you first
Jewish Americans that were like, I don't know, not fucking Islamophobic. Like, it's so fucking insane. It's so wild. And it's so sad because like there are acts of anti-Semitism. There is unsafety. And it's just so like, I don't understand why it's such a radical thing to recognize the lack of safety that more than one group is having. So like, fuck all y'all that are saying all that bullshit. It's fucked up.
And like,
but like that was already starting like the days like leading up to it. And so it was so stressful of being like, okay, like this looks like we might win, but like this is going to be like a whole clusterfuck maybe. Like if it happens
I didn't see any numbers of us like edging a win until
it wasn't until that last poll,
until the night before. And then I was like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? It's the night before. What do you mean? I start bricking it. Every time I opened my phone, Mamdani's team was on it with the posts. On it. Every time I opened my phone, it was like, hey guys, remember, we can do this. And we really could win. Lock in, divas. And he is so positive, enthusiastic, and like keeps reiterating the points.
2 a.m, and then like is up at 5, like speaking again. It's crazy.
No, like, yeah, and all those videos of him speaking in a bunch of different languages that people like many New Yorkers speak as their native language. He was eating, and all those outtakes he posted to be like, by the way, like people were accusing me of using AI. No, I just am that girl. Sorry. I'm smart. I'm hot. And I smile like I'm hung.
Oh, that's no. In the sense that no. You know what I mean?
But yeah, and so day of, it was very like, okay, it's happening. It's so hot. This is so insane that it's like the hottest day.
Hottest day of the summer.
And that's when we're supposed to be out like voting. Thankfully, we had already early voted. So
I did not leave the apartment that day. It was so fucking hot.
But yeah, the results, I was so gagged because I remember like playing Fortnite and like being stressed out and being like, oh my God, like it's almost 9, like the polls are about to close. By 9:30 fucking 7, the results started to come in. There was not a single moment that there were like votes being like shown where there wasn't a lead. It was so crazy. It was so wild.
By
feel like 11, Cuomo had conceded. That part gagged me. That part gagged me fucking boots.
Well, because it looks bad. It looks really, really awful. Bad. He looks like an idiot. Well, he got humiliated completely by a newcomer. Like, it's completely
our hope
wild.
Was that after the ranked votes, like, all, like, came out and he also got, like, the rest of, like, Brad's, like, votes, that would be the win. In my, like, wildest dreams, I hoped that just the first ranked votes like would be enough, but I was scared to be so optimistic. Like I was so scared, and like I mean like
we've been burned before.
Like, we're from like a generation that has like seen this time and time again. I fucking like on top of that fucking like had to flee my own home country, so I am so fucking used to the idea of like when it comes to the elections and the politics of it all, 9 out of 10 times it will not work out for the divas and the dolls.
No.
So the fact that it happened and that it happened so like undeniably that before like officials called it, he conceded. Like that was a gag.
And then in this home, Lauren went to bed at like 10:30.
Oh my God, yeah.
Lauren went to bed at 10:30 and she gets up as we are like, it's like 11:15. So like around 11 is when we were like, he is winning down. With the
Completely
few
winning
hours
down.
before, it was starting to look like really good for us. But that last hour, Lauren wakes up. She's in her little moo-moo, her little house dress.
Oh my God.
And
Please.
she's going to shuffle to the bathroom. And she's like, why am I fucking wired right now? I was like, girl, have you been on your phone at all? And she goes, no, like I've just been laying in bed. And I was like,
Mama.
so you don't know. Come here, Mary. He is in the lead by like 7 points. That does not happen. That does not happen.
It was so crazy.
It was really. And then we watched his speech like live.
Oh my God, weeping.
Weeping. We were
Weeping.
I was sitting on the ground in front of the TV, like inches away, crying.
Stoned. Out of our minds. Like scream
know.
crying at the TV. Being
Yeah.
like, oh. Because it just like.
2016 and 2020 were pretty fucking traumatizing.
Completely. Well, and like,
2016
not even
was
from
really,
a place
really
of
bad for
like.
me.
I think a lot of us have like learned our lesson with the deifying of like the politicians or whatever, but like just not even him, but just like the implications of the fact that like so many New Yorkers rallied behind somebody that is actually one of us and trying to protect all of us is really, really huge in the sense that like, yes, I'm so hopeful for a progressive led New York, but also I'm so like affirmed by the knowledge that like so many people like are on our side. Like we're on the same side.
Yeah.
Like so many New Yorkers voted for a fucking like progressive ass like democratic socialist like brown immigrant man.
Yeah, it is, and after, I love that man, and then I already loved him, and the organizer of the like trans youth march that happened in the city.
Yeah.
You heard about this? The way you're
sure
nodding,
did. Spill it.
where they like reached out to him, asked if he could come, asked if he could speak. Then they changed their mind, saying they weren't going to let politicians like speak at all.
Yeah.
And so they reached out being like, hey, sorry about that. He's not going to be able to speak. He showed up anyway.
Not because it was gonna help him or be of any like value like
Yeah,
to
it
him
wasn't
like
a
beyond
press
just that like
story.
he cared, and so he like is doing the work. Like I mean, and like that is like so clear in just that's how he won so many people is that he was out here like doing the work. The amount of photos I saw of him like hugging people wearing shirts that were indicating that they were canvassing for Cuomo.
Yes.
Like it is insane like how much like he is literally like there's something so like old school in like spirit and vibe of just like I'm gonna walk around and I'm gonna talk to the people and I'm gonna because it's like you walk around and you meet some guy like maybe you're not like someone that's like involved or like aware like engaged but then you meet like this guy who's like hey I'm the one that's running for mayor. I have like
Yeah.
really good numbers and I actively want to help you with the thing that is most present in your day to day, which is the fact that like so many of us are struggling to afford to live in the city / like the people that like are born and bred here like are being pushed out of their like generational like homes and like neighborhoods. Like that is crazy and so insane and like it's just like it's so clear in his work and like in the campaign that he just like really loves the city, which is not shown by Cuomo, who fucking like
Does not live
like,
here.
had someone drive him to the polling site and like is always seen like running away from the people of New York, not like trying to talk to anyone. Like,
Well, because
it's so ridiculous.
I would go
not
to
to mention he's
jail.
a raper.
A raper is a crazy way to say it. First of all, that is true though. He is a raper / rapist, and a creep and a bad man. Also, he's in the pockets of billionaires. And guess what?
Multi-hyphenate.
He's not my fucking candidate, faggots. Not my candidate. And
As of filming, it is unclear if he will run as an independent because it's
no, he conceded completely.
it's been yes and it's been no. Yeah, but then I read
I-
last night that he again.
Really?
Yeah, no, like it's been like a back and forth.
Well,
That's
now
what I'm
we
saying.
just gotta clear Eric Adams.
At
and
time
that'll
of
be
filming,
easy.
we don't know. But still, like,
Fuck you, Eric Adams. Nobody in
would
New
have
York City
to-
likes Eric Adams. We're good.
they don't like him. They're not gonna like. Not enough people are gonna rally behind a Republican.
In these trying times, no fucking way.
And then like, with Cuomo, like I just don't know. But what I do know is that this is really good like fuel for the second campaign to really like be like, okay, well, we did it the first time. Now we can really, really fucking do it. And I also think a lot of people gained a new sense of hope. Like I speak for myself that like I now feel like, okay, like we can do it.
Exactly.
Like we can really, really do it. Let's take a break.
You know what I almost said to you?
Yes.
You're not gonna think it's funny. I almost said, "Si se puede."
Let's take a fucking break.
I knew you weren't gonna think it was funny.
Listen up, queers. Whoa.
Let us tell you a little something about the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community center, aka the Center.
The center was established in 1983 at the height of the AIDS crisis to provide a safe and affirming place for LGBTQ plus New Yorkers to respond to the urgent threats facing the community.
They offer, both in person and virtually, recovery and wellness programs, economic advancement initiatives, family and youth support, advocacy, arts and cultural programming, and space for community organizing, connection, and celebration, mama.
In 2024 alone, the center served almost 2,500 clients with direct services, as well as welcoming an additional 9,600 community event participants. 37 of those were youths under 23 years old, 39% were trans folk, 68% were people of color, and 26% were women.
Fun fact for the divas. The center is home to Keith Haring's 1989 mural titled Once Upon a Time, which celebrates sexual liberation before the AIDS epidemic. Yeah. Haring created it for the Center Show, their celebration of the 20th anniversary of Stonewall. Who doesn't love a dick mural in a bathroom?
And I've always said that.
And I've always said
Check
that.
out their donation link in our episode description, Mary. Where? In the episode description.
The description.
Hey, we're back. We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back. We're back. So we realized we're not done talking about Zohran, which, whatever. I think truly New York City, I don't know why I said it like that. New York City has earned 2 weeks of best city in the world type behavior. We've earned it. Like, I know it's annoying to be like, greatest city in the world, but like, it does kind of fucking bang to live here sometimes. Sometimes it sucks ass.
Right now it feels great because
It feels fucking amazing.
Like, yeah, like it just, like I was saying before, it's nice to know that we're not crazy.
No. People.
You are not alarmed.
You are not alarmed. You are not alarmed. But we also do have an important thing we got to cover for Zohran. We have to talk about what that one bitch said. Sorry.
Yes, we do have to, like.
Not to be misogynistic, but fuck that bitch.
But also generally, like, yes, we should celebrate because we fucking did it, but we still have the bigger job to do, which is to make sure that this next part, which should be relatively easier, it needs to happen. So if you didn't, phone bank, canvas, all the things, like, let's do it. I was gonna sign up for a shift and then I did not, but now we definitely will.
Well, now we got
because now
nothing but
we
time.
gotta fucking take it all the way home.
Or what if we did like a canvassing vlog?
That would be fierce.
Coming
soon to a theater near you.
And then we get a Zohran t-shirt, which is really what I'm worried about.
Gag it.
And yeah, no.
But
I mean,
we also have to be diligent and almost militant in like our support and our defense of him, because there is a lot of Islamophobia that is being like thrown his way, which at the end of the day, it's being presented as like a way to like keep like Jewish New Yorkers safe. It is and
not.
will do the opposite. Trust.
it's the same thing
If
they
you are
do
listening
with
to this,
children and
trust that-
trans people.
yeah.
It's like the exact same
They're
thing.
not actually trying to protect you. They're trying to use you as pawns so that their little like money game can still work.
Right.
Trust. Like,
so
don't let them like use your fear against you.
yeah, no, they don't care about your community or any of your struggles at all, except for the fact that like the ethno-religious state that you're a part of is a world power connected to another world power. And so when they say they want to protect you, it is propaganda. You are not immune to propaganda. It's okay. And it's okay if you've bought it before. You don't have to buy it every time. It's okay.
Yeah. But know that regardless of where you stand on that with him, he is trying to protect you, and don't let them fool you into thinking otherwise.
Yeah.
Just so that they can get Cuomo and like what? Like what are you guys talking about? Okay. But
it's big money trying to take advantage of your fear.
Of low money.
Yeah. Well, your fear of low money and your fear of, you know, I mean, because, like, let's wake it up. Anti-Semitism, bad. It's bad. And it gets worse all the time. And so they're trying to weaponize that fear.
Yeah.
They're trying to get your asses. It's okay, guys. We got you. We'll step it up.
Speaking of things that we need to do to make sure that we continue to make sure that they know that we are not fucking playing around.
Yup.
Some of you guys may be familiar with Kirsten Gillibrand, a New York State senator. And as of filming, this was yesterday, so this would have been Thursday. She went on, I believe it was a radio show. I could be mistaken. But it was the Brian Laurer show. And she made really inappropriate and racist remarks about Zohran, saying that he would support a global jihad, which is like
insane thing to
so say. Wild and just straight up racism and Islamophobia, which we have already seen from so many Democrats. Because again, it's vote blue no matter who, unless it's someone that is trying to like destroy like the fucking the rich people. Fuck.
Yeah, no, it
the
is
oligarchy.
It's vote blue until it's someone trying to dismantle the powers at play.
Completely.
Because whatever.
And so we want to share this, and I'll put up like a little photo here, and this will also be in the description for this episode. This might be like a little bit not as fresh in the news cycle once you guys see this episode, but it still will not hurt because I'm sure that she will still say some more fucked up shit. But this is something from Gays for Zohran. It's something that they shared. It's a little script of essentially what you can say when you call her New York City office, which we're going to put the phone number down below, but it's 212-688-6262.
Yep.
And then this is the script. Hi, my name is Adrian in Shiloh. Oh. I'm calling from our borough in our county.
What's it? Tuckahoe. I'm calling from Tuckahoe.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And I'm
Mad Lib.
and I'm outraged by Senator Gillibrand's racist comments on the Brian Laurer show this morning, saying that Democratic nominee for mayor of the city of New York may be supportive of a global jihad. These statements are dangerous and inappropriate for a sitting U.S. Democratic senator, especially at a time like this when our Muslim and Jewish communities are under threat across New York and globally. Please convey the message to the senator to retract these disgraceful statements and endorse the Democratic nominee as she has previously. Thank you.
Period.
And then this is also the number for the DC office, which will be included below, 202-224-4451. So this is one of many examples of like the power of being annoying.
I know all about it.
Blowing up these people's phones, and these people are mad right now. They're mad because the lie that they have been spouting for so long is you guys can't vote for the progressives. That's never going to work. That's never going to work. You just have to go with the liberal, blah, 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 this, and this. And then bam.
And this is really scary for the places where the margins are thinner. Like,
yes.
Because all those places that won by like a handful of votes.
Yeah, I mean.
It really,
yeah.
I mean, like. When you empower the voting body, it gets crazy.
There's also a lot of neighborhoods where you can tell, like, for example, most of Manhattan went to Zohran, but specifically the Upper East and the Upper West Side, did not. And that is 100% because of fear. And so those are voters that if they can be like reasoned with and they can understand that their safety is not at risk and that Zohran is actually genuinely going to do more than somebody else to make sure that like they are safe, regardless of whether or not he agrees with their views on like Gaza and, you know, etc. At this point, the growing list again, who's to say what's going to happen between now and Friday? But yeah, like it just
is a winding road.
Boots. But you know, that's something that like maybe a conversation, if you can canvas and like can talk to someone in a way where they are like comfortable listening, those are votes that can still be had. I know that I've seen a lot of people on my social media feeds talking about how the older like black vote is also still like very split, and that has to do with like generational just like differences about like just fear of voting progressive, because there's this thing that like has been said for so long that like, you know, that's like a pipe dream, like that's not realistic, like there is no money for things like that, like blah 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 blah, like all these lies that are meant to just like keep us like kind of like down and not want too much from the government. But like, mama,
right, like, well, who's gonna pay for that? Oh, I'll tell you who's gonna pay for it.
Us,
why
because
don't we?
We're paying for so much bullshit.
Why don't we just shave a sliver off the fucking military budget, you idiots? Why don't we just shave a sliver off the fucking NYPD budget? Fucking idiots. What do you mean there will be less crime if people have places to sleep?
Literally.
And the train is free and the buses are free, then nobody's getting fucking fined.
And the minimum wage being raised to $30 by, what was it, 2030?
Stealing is stressful. I'm not trying to steal if I have the money to not.
Like in 5 years, for the minimum wage to almost double is insane, because like that would change so much, because right now you can have a job and you can still not afford to live. Completely. That is the reality that like a lot of people have. Like, and so if the minimum wage was actually a livable wage, then more people could like get a job and actually be able to like support themselves, especially if there's actual like affordable housing and like free like buses and just less of these like roadblocks that are designed to make sure that you do not advance farther than they want you to.
And the only reason this stuff hasn't been done before is because the lobbyists and the shitheads don't want you to have it. Other countries have this stuff. Yeah. Universal health care, free buses, free childcare, 50 fucking weeks of, well, 50 weeks is like almost the whole year, but you get the idea. Like
50 weeks is
50 weeks of PTO.
50 weeks of PTO.
Maternal leave, like stuff like
working 2 whole weeks a year.
Mama, that is too much for me. Just kidding. I have enjoyed being unemployed. I am getting bored, but I am directing all my energy into hustling. So
and jorking it.
And jorking it. No, I'm kidding. No jorking it. I'm chased. Locked up.
Chased. But by a chaser.
Yeah, that is true. Jesus, they're everywhere. I turn a corner and I'm like, I'm getting a notification on Grindr that's like, I love boy pussy. That's truly a message I got last night. I love eating boy pussy. I was like,
do you love eating boy pussy? Comment below if you love boy pussy.
But yeah, that's so yeah, the only reason you don't have nice things is because the government doesn't want you to have it, because people are paying them to make sure that you don't have it so that you go without. Don't let the propaganda get you, babies. Don't let it get you, babies. I love you all.
And like so much of this of the information is so readily accessible online. Like you can see, oh, okay, so the people that make money from me needing to pay $3,000 for my meds are the people that fund this politician who just didn't like approve like a bill that would make the meds not be $3,000. Like, yes, of course that's going to happen. But they aren't going to say that. They're going to be like, well, no, because the meds don't work or because this and this. Like, that is what they do.
Well,
like, that is what is happening. That is what is
up.
happening. So, like...
They're like, we can't freeze the rent and we can't raise the minimum wage because then inflation. Okay. Like, you can put a ceiling on that shit and make all the prices not go super high. But you don't. Don't
let their fuckery of you and your shit distort your perception of, like, the true reality. Because, like, remember that, like, money is fake.
Like, it is paper. It literally, to me, the stock market and astrology are, like, very similar. Because they mean something if we put value into it. Otherwise, it is just all words. But astrology...
I would say that I don't know that I agree.
Well, no, because astrology, I think there is something to be said about the
like,
time and place in which you're born and what that says about you and your behavior. But I think it has created this cool, like, categorizing system. I feel like it's kind of...
Well, yeah, but, like, I feel like, one, it's about, like, actual, like, canonic, like, celestial, like, movement. But also, like... We can talk about this later, I guess. But, no, like, I don't think it's, like... Sure.
Well, you know what I mean? It's like faith and magic as a practice or like all faith-based practices. It is exactly like the value you see out of it is the value you put into it, and like the faith you put into it. The spiritual exercise of.
Yeah.
And not necessarily the like...
The stock market, though, is completely, entirely made up.
Well, is it? It's in the same way where, like, no, it has an effect.
Well,
but
yeah.
It's also like
well, it's numbers on the computer. It's not planets and stars.
Aren't zeros and ones on the computer kind of like...
No, they're not.
Stars up in the sky.
They're not.
We're like diamonds in the sky. It's hard to get up there. I'm not that person anymore who sings up there. Are we going to fight later? Like, I do believe in the woo-woo shit. I want to clarify. I do fully believe in the woo-woo shit. But also, like, it is like...
Well, this isn't about, like, believing in the woo-woo shit or not. I just thought it was a funky analogy.
Comment below if you know exactly what I mean. Like, astrology is
real. I know
real.
what you mean. I just, like... don't like see it the same way because I think that like there is so much more of like an element of bogus in the stock market because it is literally
it's used
being
to oppress
like
people. That's the difference, you know.
No,
because money.
Well, yeah, but like it is like you are deciding how much this is worth, and it's like about like it's just like numbers on a screen. And like deciding like that it has like monetary value because you're just like selling like part of this company, but like what are you doing with it?
I think it's
like that's not.
I think it's certainly more clinical and less interesting of a like belief system, but it is a system under which people operate and fully believe in. So for me, it's like it's just less. Not disk is too slow or system overload. Hold on. Girl, this might be a short episode today.
Is it recording?
It is. Okay. When the playhead is red, it's recording.
So at some point in our titillating discussion about what is more or less bogus, astrology or the stock market.
It's just both.
It stopped recording.
It did fully stop recording. Well, the camera was going, so we still have... Should we clap? Just to line it up real quick. You'll figure it out.
It's fine, yeah. All that to say...
All I have to say,
the
Mama.
point of the conversation that we are trying to have is that they are trying to fuck with you because all that they want is money. So don't let them think that you have to vote a certain type of way because someone is allegedly going to make the city not safe for you. All the people that are freaking out, they are wanting to use you and your fear right now so that they can be like, yeah, he's so scary, right? Vote for us so that we can make sure that we don't get taxed and we don't have to pay. When we make $1 million a year, we don't want to have to like be taxed like an extra $20,000. Mama, if you don't fuck off, the rich don't want to get slightly less rich. They want to get like exponentially more rich, and they want you to have no money at all and die.
Yeah, like I would concede that maybe we don't have to kill all rich people if they'd be fine with getting taxed a little. Like that's what they don't get. I'm like, I'll stop saying eat the rich when you hand over some of the fucking cash. Like, what is not computing? I think your willingness to hoard wealth like a dragon, like a fucking, like a Tolkien
like a dungeon
dragon.
I'm starting to feel like a dungeon dragon. I am not Jasmine. I'm Aladdin.
Stop.
So far ahead.
Halt. But you get the idea.
Not a fan of the pod, by the way.
I just think it's such a
Someone get our
moral
help.
indicator if you are willing to hoard that level of wealth and continue to hoard that level of wealth. There is something wrong with you. I think money has broken your mind.
You don't need that much money.
You don't need that much money. Trust me. I have no money, and I'm great.
A lot of people that have a lot of money end up unaliving. Let's take a break.
Well, here's the tea. I don't think we should come back for a third segment because I think my computer's going to explode. I think maybe we should just hang. I think we should just let it ride for another 5 minutes.
Drop a comment below if you think that we should keep going or if we should stop. What?
What? Now that it's on camera, now you're all like, no, now you're
No,
the
we
chase
filmed it
dog.
last night.
Okay.
That's for the Patreon.
The Patreon.
The Patreon.
Don't Patreon me instead of patronize.
Leave a comment below and do a couple of things. One,
Do a couple things.
explain to me why you haven't left a voicemail on the Ladyboy hotline.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, also, if you could go do me a favor, there's going to be an extra link in there today.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that.
If you guys, well, there's going to be 2 extra links. If you could go follow both of us on TikTok individually and together. So I know that's a lot of homework I'm giving you, but go ahead and do that.
We're both about to start releasing some cunty stuff.
Muthik.
This man in particular.
Yes. My first single for my new era is coming out July 4th. It's about,
What is the era? Talk to us about it.
It's kind of a, transgender space opera about indoctrination, which is what, it is what it is. It is
So
exactly
shy.
what it sounds like. What do you mean? It's what it sounds like.
You're like,
So some of it I'm in like a little elf drag for. It's very fun, but I'm getting
No
no
makeup.
engagement. Yeah. So if you guys could just go ahead and be like, wow, sickening boots, and like leave a
Sickening,
long ass
no?
comment. Paragraph long would be great. But the song is called Fear of the Fold. It's about, once you realize that it's all made up, you kind of start to hate you hate the government, basically, is what I'm trying to say. You really fucking hate You come out as trans and you're like, oh, everything is made up ever.
Completely made up.
And
Lies, Manelli
the
lies. Fiction.
The government has been fucking lying. But it could apply to many things because the lyrics aren't that specific. But it's very fun. Go pre-save it. It'll be out July 4th. Go like my shit on TikTok. Go like Adrian's shit on TikTok.
Completely.
Go our shared content. Anything else?
Your music video is gonna be out soon too.
Well, I have to film it.
Well,
Haven't started.
that's also coming.
It's up the pipeline.
So hesitant. And then it's worth mentioning that this new stuff that he is about to put out is completely self-produced at home with this here setup that you guys are somewhat familiar with if you have watched the pod, because we have shown a couple different angles of it.
No, like
but out of the same studio, I will also be releasing some music, so stay tuned for all of that.
Help me blow it up, because my laptop is gonna literally blow up soon.
Completely.
And I do need to buy a new one. And I am just kind of putting all my eggs in this basket.
Mm-hmm.
So,
we're also trying to really get some more eyes on the pod and on the Ladyboy brand in general. So we are wanting to like really actually get down on the YouTube grind and start making some more videos. So if you guys support us on here every week, then please also tune in to the YouTube and help us blow that up.
Yeah, so send it to a friend.
We can really get some reach, because also the second that we can get like a bigger platform and we can start to like monetize with some ads, like we can really start to do some like really cool things and like partner up with like some local orgs once we have a little bit more of like a platform. So yeah.
I mean,
support the dolls.
Support the dolls. Happy Pride Weekend, New York City. You will be seeing this the week after.
If you're going through the gigs, do not allow the gigs to go through you.
Amen.
The gigs.
Do you have a song of the week?
Song of the week. Yes. I'm going to say Ray of Light by Madonna is my song of the week.
We've been bumping it. Like once a day for the past 3 days.
When I feel like I just got home, and I feel.
Well, that song, as I always tell Adrian, makes me think of Burlesque. The scene where Christina Aguilera is crossing the street. And Zephyr in the sky. And she's literally like, I wonder. To the music in the headphones. It's so good.
What is your song of the week?
Mine is Franco by Colette March.
Oh my God, yes.
Go listen to it. The dolls. Go support the doll. It's amazing. It's going to be her big breakout single. I literally, every time I see one of her TikToks, I leave a long ass comment. I'm trying to get this girl her numbers. I'll see something with like 32 likes and no comments. And I'm like, Colette, I got you, girl. No, yes, Franco. Like, go give her flowers. It's really good. Want it in the dark. Want it in the dark. I don't want another heart. I only want Franco.
Leave a comment below.
Oh my God. Bro, we cannot catch a break today.
Okay, so Shiloh's timer to post on TikTok just went off, and so that is why the video cut out. Let's just do some parting remarks and let's punch it. What I'm going to say is this. Drop a comment below. I remember what I was going to say. If you have something, if you have a video that you would like to see us do, leave a comment below and we will do it for the YouTube, because we want to do whatever's going to make y'all click. So say if you want us to fuck doggy.
Oh, honey. Girl, okay. Security.
No, keep going. What's the other one?
If you want us to fuck missionary. If you want to do the one where 69. Like one leg is on the shoulder. Like if you want to do the one like where it's like upside. Okay. We'll talk.
The spread eagle one from Chicago.
You have any final remarks?
My final remarks are skate fast, eat ass, look at the beautiful art I did. I tried to capture his jovial spirit. That's all I wanted to say. Bye, guys.
Bye. See you next week.
See you next week. Hopefully with less audio issues. Can't promise anything though. Bye. Unless you guys like and subscribe, and then maybe we can.